And I'm lost in nights.
She thought she had time. She thought she could find something greater. But when she walked away from what was real, she didn't realize how rare it was. Now, years later, she finally understands. Not everything that looks better actually is.
Hey, Kerry, thank you for your comment, sweetheart. Okay. What you don't know about me, because I'm quite new to TikTok, is I always tell it as it is, but I tell it with so much love and compassion. And so understand this is coming from a place of absolute kind of care and consideration. The reason that you're seeking validation from men is because you don't value yourself enough. You don't have enough sense of self-worth and self-love. Self-esteem, for example, which is what validation feeds into, is needing kind of external feedback because we can't regulate our own feedback. So self-esteem is the easiest way to feel good about ourselves. It's quick. It doesn't take any effort from us. It's just other people's feedback. Now, the good news is it's quick, right? Other people tell us we look pretty. Other people tell us we're desirable. Other people want to be with us. Great. Until you realize that people can give it to you, people can take it away from you. So self-esteem, like you can get self-esteem from your career, you can get self-esteem and validation from men, you can get self-esteem from your girlfriends telling you you're wonderful all the time, much more healthy by the way. But self-esteem goes like this and then it crashes. So as somebody tells you you're wonderful, somebody will also ghost you. Or somebody will also start telling you they don't want to be with you, or the whole I don't want to be in a relationship, and they'll hook up with you but they won't stay around. So your self-esteem crashes. So then you seek external validation again. So you hang out with somebody else and you start chatting with other guys, and this isn't me having a go in any way, shape or form, but you'll end up with this crash, boom, crash, boom, crash, boom, because self-esteem is always reliant on other people externally. So what you need to do, my darling, is the hard work. And the hard work is learning to love yourself, learning to value yourself, not being a punching bag or a doormat for anybody else. So it's learning what's so great about you, learning how you matter, learning what you're worth, learning what you add to the world. And it can be as simple as doing exercises like figuring out what you actually want to do in your life. You know, what are you passionate about? What's on your bucket list? What do you love about yourself? What do you want to work on about yourself? What do other people tell you you're good at? You know, not against external validation from men, but taking on board, like if your parents or your friends say you're good at something, maybe looking at that. But self-love will give you internal validation. It's okay to get external validation once in a while, but if that's your only source of feeling good about yourself, people can give it to you and they can take it away. Okay, I hope that helps. Follow me for more tips on self-love. Okay, I'm going to be talking about that a lot coming up. All right, sweetheart, you take care.
He was steady, kind, present, the kind of man who built instead of boasted. But in a world obsessed with status and attention, that kind of quiet strength didn't shine loud enough. So she left, told herself she deserved more, and maybe she did, but sometimes more isn't better.
I really need a boyfriend because there are times where I feel desperately lonely and I just want to cuddle. There's times where I just lay in bed at night looking at the ceiling, thinking, will I ever find someone? And I've been told in my comments and in lives and by friends that I will find someone and it'll come along when I'm least expecting it, but I've begun to believe that won't happen, and I'll never find that one person, you know, and you know how heartbreaking that is for me to feel like that, because to be loved is something I've always wanted. I don't ask for much, I just want to be loved, and I want someone to be able to cuddle me. So I really need a boyfriend.
The parties faded, the compliments slowed, and the people who once promised the world had nothing solid to stand on. That's when it hit her. The difference between excitement and stability, between charm and character. The man she walked away from wasn't perfect. He was simply real.
I've been single my entire life. I'm going to be turning 42 in August, and I've never had anybody love me or desire me or want to be with me. And I have so much love that I feel like that is inside of me with nowhere to go because it can't transfer to friends or my family or my parents because it's something separate, it's something different. And I've gathered all of this love since I was in high school, and then it just sits there and it eats me alive sometimes. And I'm bringing this up, oh my gosh, I just slammed my hand off of that. Sorry, I'm bringing this up because I'm lonely and sad and the world is hard and horrible. And I was thinking this morning that like no one's laid next to me in bed. I've never had the comfort of someone's arms around me. When I've had difficult moments, I've gotten through them by myself most of the time. Now I have a beautiful family of brothers and my mother and my dad when he was alive, and I love them. I'm grateful for them. But there's something different about having somebody that's there for you, next to you, with you, and it's a different kind of loneliness if you've been single all of your life. And I know that there are people who get this. There are people who follow me that get this.
We live in a time where people chase the next thrill, believing the grass is greener somewhere else. But sometimes, by the time you realize you were standing on solid ground, you've already walked too far to go back. It's not just her story. It's a mirror for anyone who confuses comfort with boredom and novelty with growth.
But I was thinking about it in terms of just bigger worldly issues as well. The fear of the world and the difficulties that we are seeing. And again, this is minuscule on the level of what some people are facing, but it doesn't mean that it's nothing. And I have to figure out how to deal with these feelings. But the idea that like I don't go home and somebody's there to talk with and cook dinner with, and I have a roommate, but we do our own things. We have our own lives. And again, it's not the same. It's not the same. And I'm always told sometimes as a single person that it's not easier on the other side. And so I guess I just wanted to say to people who get this feeling that you're not alone, and I know that it's difficult, but I also know that there's a certain type of strength that has been developed that I have because of my experiences in my life that has led me to be able to do difficult things. And it's difficult being alone, and it's okay to feel lonely, and it's okay for it to feel hard and scary. So just know that you're not alone, and know that I see you, and I'm there with you, and I'm still seeking to find ways to make it easier for myself. And I really, really do wish to make it easier for others. So if you're lonely, know that I'm sorry, and know that I'm sitting in the lonely with you. I hope you have a good day, everybody.
In the end, every decision teaches something. Some lessons build us, others humble us. Either way, we all face the moment where fantasy meets reality. This is Sigma Chronicles, where we don't chase what shines. We value what lasts.
I am a 30-year-old woman who is single and have never had a boyfriend, and I still live at home with my parents. And I truly thought I was one of the only people that was like this. It was something I used to feel so ashamed about and so embarrassed that I didn't really want to be around other people, and they would ask me, where do I live? What do I do? How old I am? And I would have to tell them about myself. But I've come to learn that I am not the only person who feels this way or who is in this similar situation. I've always been someone that felt super isolated and alone in my life. Even from a young age, I just always felt like I could never speak what was going on in my mind, like the thoughts I was having. I could not say them out loud. I was so afraid of what people would think of me. So I became super shy and just super isolated. But over the years, I'm learning that I can navigate my emotions better, my thoughts better, and I just love learning that I am not alone in my journey, and neither are you.
That's today's chapter of the Sigma Chronicles. Subscribe for more unfiltered reality.